everyone. Today I've got my A Quiet Place Part 2 movie review. Taking place where the last movie left off, is it still going to be as quiet of a movie? So as far as the story goes, John Krasinski is back to direct as well as write this sequel to a movie that has taken a while to get here. I mean, let's be honest, but now I've seen it. The Abbott family has to safely travel across town while those creatures that will attack if they hear any sound are still around, but so are other threats that could get them. I was one of those viewers that didn't think this movie, necessarily needed a sequel, and since I thought the first movie, was so unique in concept, I was willing to give this one a chance as well. And I think that John Krasinski putting most of his work in directing and writing here shows, the thoughtfulness and effort went into creating this environment that makes you feel scared and puts you in the characters' shoes or lack thereof, since they're basically all walking around trying not to make a sound. And it's that tension and tone of the movie that really sells it for me, like it kind of did the first time around, and that's one of the reasons that made me love A Quiet Place too. And the cinematography, I will also say, helps with this as well. So as far as the casting goes, Emily Blunt as Evelyn Abbott is still a strong female lead, and I was hoping to see something that would top her performance in the first movie, especially in that one scene. But Millicent Simmons stands out even more so in this movie than she did in the first, and it was better than ever. When she is given more to do, especially for a deaf actress working in this industry, I mean, let me tell you, representation matters. Noah Jupe was equally good as well and had a few scenes that were nail-biters. Cillian Murphy was surprising as well with his character, and when you first meet him, you may not think much of it, but I couldn't be more wrong. His role was pivotal and one that, worked really well throughout the film. Djimon Hounsou didn't do as much in this movie, but it was really good to see yet another familiar face as far as actors go, since I recognized him while watching the official trailer when that came out. So the things that I liked about this movie was that while it relies on sign language quite often with the characters' communication, that level of silence I feel like is not as terrifying compared to when the movie is legit silent, and that happens a few times here. And when those creatures come out, you don't know what they're going to do, except when they have John Krasinski's character in a brief flashback that shows how these creatures arrived, and that was crazy intense. And speaking of which, those creatures are just as terrifying this second time around. And nowadays, I don't scare easily when it comes to horror movies, but this one got me, and I won't tell you the scene that it happens in, but it's thrilling in places and had a lot more action than I expected that actually did not take away from the movie at all. So overall, I would say that I was really impressed with this movie, like I was with the first movie. I wonder where they're going to end up going if they potentially make a third Quiet Place movie. So I can't wait to see what happens with that, because I know there's definitely things that might have potentially been left open-ended, but we'll see. So I would highly recommend seeing this movie. If you guys haven't, definitely see the first one and then go see this. So I would give this 5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of A Quiet Place Part 2. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.